Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. So, hey man, I've been wanting to touch on this subject because I've been seeing a lot of controversy when it comes to spirituality, new age, and people just, going back and forth saying it's this, saying it's demonic, it's new age, So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Like I always say, guys, I give you my perspective and my experience. I can only give you guys my experience and what I've learned from my own understanding. All right. So first we got to understand, man, we can't operate in a fearful state. I feel like when we hear words like spirituality, demonic, things like that, we already judge on what we think those words are instead of actually looking up the root words and what they really mean. You know what I'm saying? So if we take the word spirit, right? Spirit is just a force unseen. And if you look at the root word of spirit, it meant breath or wind. It's an unseen force, right? And when you understand that, you understand that spirituality is the recognition that there is an unseen force or there is something greater that we can't perceive with our senses alone. Our human sensory cannot perceive the full spectrum of spirituality. So we make observations based on our limitations. This body can only experience so much. It has a limitation of what it can truly experience. For example, if I put my hand on fire, it's going to burn my hand. It's going to destroy the molecules in my hand. Why? Because that fire has too much energy. It's too intense for my body to handle. My senses can't handle that amount of energy. So with that being said, we can't experience the full spectrum of the unseen with this body alone. It's too much for us to grasp. We tend to overcomplicate things a lot of times. All you got to do is sit back and just make simple observations of everyday life, the things we do every single day. And that will help you better understand, what spirituality is. For example, I'm breathing right now. You watching this video, you're taking breaths, you're breathing right now. So what are we breathing? What's in this space and environment that you're taking in and is giving you life? It's sustaining your body. Right, what is that? It's unseen, we can't see it, but we know something is there because every time you take a breath, it gives you life, right? If you stop breathing right now, your body's gonna go into panic mode. It's gonna wanna breathe because whatever unseen force that's in this space is something that we need constantly, right? We're breathing all day, every day. So we constantly need to refill and refuel and refuel. When you sit back and make simple observations like this is how you truly understand spirituality. This is how you spark that higher consciousness inside of you. Just real simple. Just things that we do every single day. Eating, drinking, breathing. Sit back and ask questions. Question everything. Why do I do this? Why do I need to do this? This is the true essence of spirituality. This is the foundation of what spirituality is. It's all. It's everything. It's life. So through that observation, I understand that there is an unseen force. It's plain and simple. A child can make that observation. Sometimes we gotta just sit back and just look at the simple things. That's the fundamentals of spirituality in my book. It's not a religion. It's not a fad or, a movement. It just is. It's just you recognizing that there is unseen forces, that there's things greater than what we can perceive. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing spooky. Most religions The foundation of religion is spirituality. You know, the unseen force. That's the foundation. Just observe the little things you do every single day and ask questions. Question everything. Why do I eat? Why do I need to breathe? How is it helping me? Why do I need to drink water? All these things, man. You just ask questions and then you start to get answers. You start to become enlightened. You know, your teacher used to always tell you there's no such thing as a stupid question. It's only stupid answers. But there's no such thing as a stupid question, because when you ask questions, this is how you grow. But see, what the problem with us today is we've lost that aspect of ourselves. And we stunt our own growth because we stop asking questions. We think we know everything, and we try to move and operate in absolutes. You know, we put a few pieces of the puzzle together and we think we know everything. We think we figured it out. But we always got to stay a student of the game. I don't know everything myself. But what I do know is that I'm learning each and every day. I'm trying to figure out who I am. And I believe this is the true fundamentals of spirituality. It's just trying to find yourself. We just sit back and you question. And I feel like when you do this, when you question everything, when you start to enlighten yourself, this is how you get connected to God, the Most High, right? By trying to figure out yourself. That's the reason why we're here, right? To better ourselves, to live righteous, try to do the right thing. It's nothing spooky. You know, they call it New Age. They call spirituality New Age now because it became gimmicky. It became trendy. You know, people got the crystals and they dress up a certain way. And to certain people, they think you have to have that profile. You got to fit a certain profile to be considered spiritual or spirituality. When really it just is. It's always been here. It's not New Age. It's always been here. But you can't put that, it's too big and broad for you to put it in a box. You know, as humans, we fear the unknown, so we always try to put labels on things. Because we fear the unknown, we fear what we don't understand. And a lot of times that makes us shy away from something. You can't operate in fear. Try to understand. That's it. Like a child is curious. A child goes outside. I was one of these kids. I used to be outside picking up rocks, looking at rocks, studying grass, and just outside studying and just being curious. That's how you learn. That is the true essence of spirituality. That's the true essence of being alive. It's always staying curious. I don't know what's right, you know, but from my own experience, I know the things that worked in my life. What's right for me might not be right for somebody else, because we all have our own life path to walk. But it's not up to me to judge somebody else based off of what they believe or what they do. That's them. That's their journey. Who am I to judge one of the Most High's children? You never know who the Most High or what the Most High has in store for somebody. You never know what their mission is here. So we should not judge nobody, because the Most High can be using somebody in a mysterious way. Once I sat down and realized and started analyzing what spirituality really meant, I realized that I've always been spiritual. Like it isn't something that you learn. It's something that you were born with. Just that curiosity and that spark to want to learn and explore, you know, that excitement. We lose that as we get older, as we start getting attached to ideals, as we start getting attached to beliefs, you know, and our ego tells us that, oh, I'm right, this is right, because I believe it, so it's right, and anything else that anybody else has to say or what they believe is wrong. That's the ego. You know, a child, we don't operate like that as children. We just live and we just learn. We just try to experience as much as we can. You know, I used to hang out with my grandfather a lot, and my grandfather wasn't no highly educated man or anything like that, He used to sit out on his porch and he used to just stare, just observe. You know, when it was raining outside, we would just sit on the porch and just sit. You just observe, man, and you just take in everything, right? And he was a very wise man. Gave me a lot of game. You don't got to be a rocket scientist to figure out life. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't overthink it. Just keep it simple. Keep everything based off your common sense and just observe and just ask questions. And you'll find out that the more that you do this, the more things will start piecing together for you. The more you'll start to find yourself. When you start to find yourself, you start to find God. Because God lives within the temple. That's what it's all about. Just trying to find yourself. You're trying to put the pieces together for yourself. That's it. I wouldn't consider spirituality to be demonic, because the word demonic itself means evil spirit. So how can spirituality be evil when demonic means evil spirit? Like, why would you have to put that adjective evil? As spirituality was evil, as spirit was evil, there would be no need to put evil in front of it. That adjective, you wouldn't need that. The fact that we have to put an adjective in front of spirit means that there's more than one type of spirit. So I'm not gonna get too deep in that though, man. I'm gonna say that for another video, you know, but I just want to touch on this real briefly, man, because just to get that confusion out for some people who think that it's new age, think that this stuff is demonic, and think that it's bad. Just think of spirituality. Think of it simple, and think of it as just you recognizing that there is things that are unseen that, you know, we can't fully comprehend, but we know it's there. Take a deep breath. You're experiencing the spiritual right there. You're experiencing the unseen, and it's giving you life. So start with the simple observation, and then you'll see that you start to unlock different neurological pathways in your mind that's going to connect the dots for you. And now you become enlightened. That light is within because you're gaining knowledge of self. Knowledge of self, people. All right? It's your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all thought about this video, or let me know what y'all want me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day.